All right. Well, hey, thanks, everybody. I promise to be kind of gentle. The idea has already been described to everybody in the audience, so I'm just going to jump in with the most obvious topic, which is also gives me some frustration, AI. Right? And when I hear AI, I hear algorithm, I hear automation. And so I'm old enough, I also hear expert system. I hear a lot of different things. And it's frustrating that ChatGPT has all the energy when there's a lot of other interesting AI work done. But how are you feeling about AI? Anybody excited, right?
Everybody is.
Everybody's excited. So
I'm less excited, I have to say.
Ty is a little less excited.
Yeah, a little bit less excited.
Yeah.
Just because I think, there's a lot of buzzwords. Everyone's excited about ChatGPT. You look at the AI panel yesterday, there was some cool stuff that was talked about, but there was a lot of ChatGPT, right? Because it's the buzzword at the moment.
Yeah, it's so shiny, right?
Yeah.
It's like, wow, look what it can do.
Yeah.
And it's approachable, I think, to the masses.
Yeah. I just think that there's bigger problems than what AI is going to really deliver to help protect organizations in reality, right?
So,
I don't know what anyone else sort of thinks about that.
So when I think of AI as automation, and I think of what can be done in an automated fashion that is very boring and repetitive for humans, but the machine can be very good at, I always think of log analysis, right? Something that burns out every level 1 SOC engineer, right? It kills them. And it's like, boy, let's not crush people just getting into the industry, getting in through a SOC. Maybe, right, there's some benefits maybe. Like I would pay money for a service, an AI service, that got rid of 90% of my log alerts and told me about what was actually important, right?
Yep. Maybe not on the offensive side of things, but AI definitely should have implications on the defensive side of things, identifying patterns, anomalies, because when we are talking about that large data set, maybe in a SOC or an SIEM system, it's not really easy to go through that logs manually, right?
Yeah, you can't.
And could be
that's
some
the
pattern
key
detection.
thing, right? Like big data sets is really where it comes in to be valuable. But when, Jeff, you're saying about automation, that doesn't necessarily mean AI.
Yeah. Right.
That means making intelligent decisions, integrations that are getting rid of those tedious tasks that you've got to do every day.
It seems like, is it the new blockchain? Or like, I'll solve that with blockchain.
Yeah.
Right? I'd like some blockchain with that. And it turns out that it's not the solution to every problem. And there's certain areas where it will be fantastically valuable and other areas where it won't.
I liked two things I heard yesterday in two different talks. One was the Linux packet filter talk. They were talking about the fuzzing that they did. And the other one was on the Android proof of concept, 2 bugs in 1 proof of concept. Both speakers said the same thing. They looked for patterns that a human could find. So they looked for logic bugs rather than memory corruption bugs. And I think it's really encouraging that we still can keep our creativity as hackers and find bugs. That bit can't be automated. And even if you look at NASA HARP project that they've launched, the citizen science project for the plasma analysis in solar winds, they want people to listen and look at the waveforms themselves because they said their AI can't do it better than humans yet, which is very encouraging.
So that's the interesting question, right? What's the higher use of the human and get them away from doing the repetitive? And maybe this will force that sort of transformation to occur because companies will want to save money. They'll squeeze out all the SOC analysts. But that means, hopefully, that you found the better use for the humans.
And this sort of comes towards what I call a fundamental problem in the security industry, which is really lack of really deep technical skills, as well as lack of resources within teams, right? So when you're talking about having your day just taken up by all of these tedious tasks that can be automated, whether that's through AI or you've just gone and implemented a SOAR or you've customized your own sort of automation capabilities, that's really what I see one of the main problems that we need to solve in the security industry by not fixing it by necessarily training people. I know that that's something that we need to do, right, to be able to get more people in the industry, but that's a 10, 20-year sort of project to be able to get someone from being a grad to getting them skilled, getting them knowledgeable enough to be able to be an expert, right? Whereas what you really want to be doing is getting the individual and maximizing what they can do for the organization. And when we're looking at fundamental problems like, or we're talking about AI, but the fundamental problem within the organization is the fact that they don't even know what assets they've got. They don't know where their data is, and how do I protect that, rather than, is ChatGPT going to turn into like a bot and start attacking my organization or something like that, right?